so scared of misbehaving. I'm laying low. Got me drowning. Feel like running away, but I'm staying. I need your love and not a haven. No one man show. Cause when I dance, get nobody on the floor. You move me, move.
Alright, so here is the before of their room. Actually, let's do this. So you can see over here, I've already ordered some stuff that's come in. I am getting the boys a new bed, so I gotta take this down. Really, today, I just kind of want to prep this room because we're gonna paint. We're gonna really deep clean it and just get it looking good. It's a mess, but hey, it's a kid's room, so. But this is what the room currently looks like. Freya, are you gonna help Mama? Are you gonna help me? Or are you just gonna play? Play? Okay.
Dance, get nobody on the floor. You move me to my core. Cause when I feel like nobody.
So I had decided to take down this bed. One, we don't plan on moving this to Florida just because it is so large. But two, the walls in here have just gotten so dirty. I know I mentioned before flat paint, and I have had some questions about what exactly I meant by flat walls. When the builder built this house, they know how you can get like eggshell, semi-gloss, gloss type paint. Well, they didn't use anything like that, and those are easier to clean than a matte flat paint. So for that reason, it made it where pretty much every wall should be repainted just because I can't clean them 100% to get them looking really nice. So even though I like this more light neutral color, it needed to get painted. But luckily the boys were definitely ready to update their room and change it up. They're just not into the superhero thing anymore. So they really enjoyed being able to completely transform their room. We let them pick out the paint color. I did pick the swatches that they picked from just to make sure it was a good neutral color, but I did let them pick which color I painted on the walls. That way they were excited about it, and it's something that when we go to list the house, it'll help with selling it because the walls won't be dirty and gross and people won't have to worry about thinking, oh, I have to repaint.
I'm somewhere in the middle, try to find myself again. But life is one big riddle of the future and what's been. Guess it's the way it goes, and I will never know why you let me go. Look to the left, look to the right, nothing can stop me in the night, like I am leaving all the bad stuff and trying to remain so strong. I know it's good if I'm alone. I got it, I gotta go, running to better times. Go, from my emotions I'll go, running to better times, to better times, to better times.
Alright, do y'all see that? Like, dirty. You can literally see the line from where the bunk bed pole was. This right here is why I'm getting rid of the bunk bed. Like, that's disgusting. But I can't like move the bunk bed easily to clean. So, gross. So grody. And there's like, I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. So, this is why the bunk bed is going. Oh, it's going to be so good to actually get this clean and painted. I'm going to see how clean I can get this. But a lot of this is just going to be painted over. Because, really, boys?
And trying to remain so strong. I know it's good if I'm alone. I got it, I gotta
So what's crazy is playing this back, I was actually talking to my friend Jessie from Jessie at Home. We talk like daily on Marco Polo of how embarrassed I was to even show you guys some of this footage because, as you guys know, like, I'm a pretty clean person. Like, I pride myself on a clean, cleanly home. It may not be always be tidy, but it's clean. But this is my kids' room, and I have to realize that, like, let's be honest, kids can be gross. I'm just trying to help prevent that with doing this. But I have to say, it was embarrassing to me to have to share that with you. But I'm just going around. Like I said, we are deep cleaning this room first. I did try wiping down that wall, and it really did almost nothing. You couldn't even see a difference. So I didn't even put that on here because it looked like I was wiping and nothing was happening whatsoever. The big thing I did know I wanted to get done this day, though, is I wanted to deep clean their mattresses. There's like juice stains and just all sorts of staining on it. So I wanted to go in, really thoroughly clean it. That way it had all day to dry. I had also ordered mattress protectors because I don't know why I didn't have them in the kids' room, but I didn't. And that was my mistake. And honestly, after a little bit of time, I was like, is it even worth it at this point? Because the mattresses are already destroyed. But after deep cleaning them, I knew I definitely wanted to go in and put the mattress protector on just to make my life a lot easier here in the future.
Don't force me out of bed in your society. Don't push me down the road you're playing down. Don't try to fix my head, it's just your anxiety. Don't hush me now, cause I just wanna shout. Don't make me dance to the tune that you're humming. No, my body don't move like that. Don't make me pretend I don't see your shortcomings.
Now, to clean the mattresses, I am just using my regular OxiClean cleaner for it. And I'm also then using that spot cleaner. I've showed that before. I think it's awesome for spots. These mattresses were a little bit harder to clean, so they honestly don't come out looking perfect. However, they look a lot better, and they definitely smell fresher. So in the end, that's what matters, and I was really happy to get that done. But like I said, I just wanted to go in really thoroughly, which is also why I'm using the drill brush attachment. I have loved using that since I started using it. I feel like it really, really works well to really get in there, agitate any of the dirt, and pull as much out as possible. But some of these stains from like juice or whatever, those just were not coming out for the life of me. I've also had people ask why we have two completely different mattresses, and it's because we bought them at two different times. We originally had a queen-size bed in the room that Freya was in, and Xander was sleeping on that. That was our old bed. That's where he stayed, but quickly learned that the boys didn't want their own rooms. They wanted to keep sharing a room. So that's when we got the bunk beds. And that's when I had to buy another twin mattress. So it doesn't match completely, but I really wasn't too concerned about it. It's more about functionality than it actually working really well. I'm trying to pull out as much furniture out of this room as possible, though. That way I can do a really, really good vacuuming and a really, really good shampooing to make sure everything is getting clean. the nice thing is, with me knowing I'm going to be painting and everything, I didn't want a lot of stuff in this room anyway. That's also why I put a lot of their stuff in their closets. But it also allows me to get in there and make sure the baseboards are good, the carpeting's good, absolutely everything.
Bucket of ice. I've been trapped like curious mice, and I've been looking for a way out into the sparkling light. I've been a lost balloon in the blue, and like Tom free falling without a clue. I didn't know what to do until I first saw you, and now I never have to freeze under rainy clouds. No need to pour no gasoline into the fire now, for our love to burn. 'Cause the flames are already high all over the world. We don't need no fuel or fire for our love to burn. 'Cause the flames are already high all over the world.
I will say, I was actually very surprised. Like, this is dirty water, don't get me wrong. However, I have seen dirtier water, so this actually is not too bad for the boys' room. I was pretty impressed by it not being black. But the other thing I want to get done on this day is I'm just taking actually the original color. We did have some leftover paint from the builders in the basement, and I wanted to do a coat over this mural. That way, I knew it was going to take more than one coat anyway. And I felt like the new paint would go on much smoother if all the walls were the same color. Like I said, I knew it wasn't going to cover it in one coat, so I might as well go in, quickly get one coat on so it could dry, and that way the next day I could go in and put the new color on the wall.
Into the fire now, for our love to burn. 'Cause the flames are already high and all over the world. We don't need no fuel or fire for our love to burn. Yeah, the flames are already high and all over the world.
The other thing I knew I wanted to do, so I did order new beds for the boys. I've ordered them on Amazon. They were actually an amazing price. I knew I did not want to spend a ton of money in this room, so I bought like little things, couple throw blankets to go with the new style, and the beds, I can't remember exactly. I believe they're less than $100 a piece, or just over, so really, really cheap, but still look really nice. But they're a metal with a wood accent, so it was more of that black metal. So I knew I wanted to redo their dresser and then also paint their nightstand to match. So I'm just going in. I gave everything a quick rough up cleaning. I'm pretty sure last time I used chalk paint, and oh my goodness, this chalk paint got real dusty when sanding it down, but it did take the new paint really, really well. Like I said, I just wanted to go in, give it a fresh coat of black, and that was it.
It's time that we put out the fire. With every breath I breathe you out, we just can't take it any higher. It's only fair we let each other go without. Though this is hard to admit, I don't long for your kiss, and I know you don't care. Oh, what we had was a bliss, but it's falling to bits. Darling, this is it. Our time is up. We both know it shouldn't have to hurt this much. I don't want it to see it, but we've lost touch. Time to give up. Maybe we just wanted it to hurt too much. I don't want it to
So sometimes you got to get creative with what you have, and in this case I knew I couldn't paint this with it being directly on the floor, so soup cans once again to the rescue. If you watched my fall clean and decorate with me last week, I used them in my decorating as well. They come in handy for multiple different reasons, and then today I am using them just to prop up the dresser. Also, I know so many of you guys freak out when I paint without covering the carpet. I've always done this. I've never really had an issue. I'm sure the one time that I end up like destroying my carpet, I will be like, I'm never doing this again. But I always do it this way. I'm a little bit cleaner of a painter, I assume. So yes, I don't cover my carpet, but I've never had an issue with it. However, don't do what I'm doing, because I've heard horror stories about paint destroying people's carpets. So yes, I do it this way, but this is probably not the correct way to do it.
You think you know me? Say I'm as cold-hearted as they come. You think I'm slowly cutting my ties with you, that I'm done. Here's what you don't know. Feelings, they grow slow. I've just been caring for mine. Now I can feel it. Now I believe it. Baby, tonight is the night. I'm gonna call you up in the name of love.
So as you can see, we ended up going in with a light blue. Like I said, this is the color that the boys ended up wanting. I brought home some green samples, some blue samples, some gray samples, and this has ended up being what they wanted. I will say though, this looks a lot brighter on camera. This is a little bit more subtle in real life. I knew I didn't want anything like really, really loud. Everything I've been doing lately, I'm thinking about resale. And like for me, if I go into a house that I'm looking at and I don't like the paint color, I think nothing of it. Like to me, oh, it's a gallon of paint, not a big deal. However, I know nowadays people want move-in ready. They don't even want to paint. So I'm trying to be very careful with what I'm doing to this house, with the idea of hopefully, as long as everything keeps going as planned, that we'll be moving within the next year and putting this house on the market. So that is one recommendation I have. If you are planning on moving, think about your colors. Go as neutral as possible, because a lot of people can't see past even painted walls. So even if you have to go straight white, sometimes the best idea when it comes to staging your home for resale. Alright, so it's been a couple days since working in the boys' room, because the beds were supposed to show up 4 days ago. Didn't show up till late yesterday. But it kind of works out because the kids are actually with their grandparents, who are taking them to an air show. So I can finish this room without them home and have it be a fun surprise. But, so this is what it's currently looking like. Literally almost nothing. They've been sleeping on the floor. Their furniture's painted. And then that. But otherwise, there's no artwork. Curtains aren't up. Beds aren't put together. Which, this is going to be the first step, because I can't decorate till I know the bedding situation. So these were probably the easiest furniture I have ever put together. I almost always have to like redo what I put together because I read the instructions. Like, I'm not one of those people that I'm too good for instructions. I read them and I still always mess something up. Always, every single time. But these were so easy. They went up really quickly and they were really, really sturdy. So I am super happy with the way these turned out. All the stuff for the boys' room that I got on Amazon, I will link in my Amazon store under my home decor section. That way you guys can check it out if you're interested in any of it. I will say, though, we ended up doing a Roblox theme, and you're going to see that coming together more soon. And when it came to like artwork and stuff like that, Etsy was way better than Amazon. I was hoping just to order on Amazon, but Etsy, a ton of people had some really, really cool Roblox stuff. And I don't know about you, but my kids are obsessed with that game. Now, I figured since you saw this whole bed go together, we do a little bit of YouTube magic and go from one bed to two very quickly. That way you didn't need to watch me put both of them together. And I'm just slowly pulling out all the stuff to put the room back together. I was a little bummed that their rug was just slightly too small to go like under both beds really, really well. But honestly, it doesn't look bad. I'm not worrying about it enough to go buy a new rug. So they love this rug. So I knew I didn't want to get rid of it. They love the feel of it. There's times they literally just sleep on this rug. So another reason about getting these beds is when the kids had the bunk beds, they always both slept on the top bunk. Every single night, Bjorn almost never slept in his own bed. He always climbed in Xander's bed. So I was kind of hoping that having these beds right next to each other, they can see each other. They can literally reach over and hold each other's hands if they're scared or something, that they would sleep in their own beds. I'm going to tell you right now, it's not happening. They go to bed in their own beds every single night, and every morning I go in there and they are sleeping in the same bed. So that didn't work, but in the end, I really don't care. Like, that makes them happy, but I just find it funny. I'm like, I was really hoping like this would make them feel more comfortable and not be afraid to sleep in their own beds. But I don't know if it's even so much being afraid, or it's just they love each other and they're brothers. They're like best friends and they want to sleep in the same room.
Are you saying that to change your mind? For love or pity, let me know. Not now. Cause your love made me go blind.
I will say, when it comes to doing makeovers, this is always my favorite part, is the decorating portion and bringing everything together. I really thought about how I wanted this room to look and what would really make the kids happy. I am not one of these moms, especially YouTube moms, that decorate their kids' room for myself. Like, everything I did, I had my boys in mind. Everything. I don't care if they wanted, I have no idea, something crazy themed. Now, did I think to a point of it being something that we can take care of when we go to sell the house? Sure. But I wasn't thinking about, boho's the popular thing right now, so I'm going to make a boho bedroom. Like, everything I did, everything I bought was all about my kids and making them happy. So it meant the world to me when they came home, and to see the look on their face. And even like today, they are still so excited about everything in their room. And the nice thing about the way I decorate it, as you see, it's stencils on the walls and this cool clock, which my husband wants this clock. It is so cool with all the different controllers as the numbers. But things like that I knew they would really, really enjoy, really appreciate. Like, let's be honest, I could care less. I do not play video games. I definitely do not play Roblox, but they love it. Also, sorry about the beeping. My self-cleaning oven just got done.
Let me know, nah, nah, now. 'Cause your love made me go blind. Why you wanna let me go, nah, nah, now? Are you saying that to change your mind? Will ever be.
Now, I knew I wanted some canvas artwork for their walls with all the Roblox characters and everything. I actually reached out to some of their favorite Roblox gamers on YouTube, hoping that they would send me some like cool photos of either their character or maybe, I don't know, something, but none of them got back to me. I'm kind of disappointed because I was kind of hoping to get some of their favorite Roblox YouTubers to send me some stuff for their rooms, but that's okay. I ended up finding this Roblox picture on just Google, and I just printed it off at Walgreens. I think it turned out really well. This little light is another one from Etsy, so my kids are afraid of the dark just like any other kids, I feel like, but they love this light. They absolutely love it. And then just to finish it off, I'm bringing out the toys that they play with all the time, but we store a lot of their toys in their closet. It just makes life so much easier. And originally I was going to have them come home and clean out their closet because it had gotten to be disaster even before I started. But I decided since they were going to be coming home and seeing a brand new bedroom, I wanted it to be perfectly clean for them as well. That way they can come home and just appreciate the way the bedroom looks and everything. So you're going to be seeing their reaction very shortly. And then after that, I do have befores and afters so you can see the full room completely transformed because I know that's like my favorite part. So the boys actually got a sneak peek of their room because I was at my grandparents' house when they were at the air show with their grandma and granddad, and they beat me home. So, Bjorn, what do you think of the room?
We were good.
It's good?
We wasn't at the air show.
Where were you?
Granddad got sick, so they didn't go after all.
I was just watching stuff with Rachel.
So they spent
Oh,
time with their auntie.
okay.
Hey, Bibi, what does it say on the wall?
Wolf.
No, what does this say?
BJOR and my name.
BJOR and my name.
And it says BJORN with the gaming thing on it.
It does have the gaming thing on it, you're right.
Why does gaming that right up there?
Because it's a clock. Mom still hasn't set the clock, though. I need to do that.
What does this say? What does this
Roblox gamer. No noobs.
say? No noobs.
You aren't still on my bed? She probably could climb in my bed.
So now, hey, your room should stay a lot cooler now because now your vent isn't covered. So you'll get cool air in the summer and hot air in the winter.
Whoa.
Yeah.
No.
So, boys, Xander, do you have a favorite part?
I'm sure. I know what my favorite part is.
What?
Name, bed. I like the bed.
That's a lot.
Light.
You like the light?
I like
Hey,
that.
did you know that remote control can change
Don't
the
break it.
colors?
I know. Yeah. And Jay, you had to get me. Or I like my name, the bed, and the light.
Yeah.
Did you see what that book is?
Yeah.
What is it?
It went me under.
Remember how you were crying last week
Yeah.
when you
Found the Xander's
Xander
birth
book?
book?
Yeah.
Well, that's the Bjorn and Xander book.
Yeah.
It was Daddy had
I
it.
figured out how to make it less bright.
So
Yep.
why would you want it less bright?
Well, at night.
And plus, it's just a bit. Look, me and Leonard day on the jet, and I learn how to walk.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And when I learn how to walk, I just bam, yeah, like this. Yeah.
So now you can hide under your bed?
Yeah. From Mama and Dada.
You're gonna hide from us?
And he's
Mama and Dada.
I don't know under my bed.
Freya's like, ooh, I can do
If
that.
you get scared, you can hide under your bed. So, hey, BB, now you have a place to go play hide and seek?
Yeah.
Besides Freya's bed?
And under my bed.
But you guys like it?
Yeah. I get under bed.
Mm-hmm.
Did you notice that Klaus was in your bed?
Yeah. Freya, come on. Freya. Hi. Freya. Hey, Freya.
Donk. She donked her head.
No, stop. Stop.
It's
Oh my goodness.
it's okay. All right, say bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye.
Took a bite, and now I'm filled up. I don't know where you are tonight. Cause you're right, I've been starving and now I don't know what to do tonight. But I've been feeling like you're pretty easy to like. When your body is closer to mine, you got me feeling like there's no one other than you who can make.
Well, I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. It really helps out my channel, and I greatly appreciate each and every one of you that does that. And if you're new here, I would love if you would subscribe. I do a ton of cleaning motivation, but I also love doing decorating and room makeovers and things like that. So if you enjoy videos like that, subscribe, hit that notification bell. But I will see you next time. Bye!